Hey. So we're going to continue setting up the bandsaw. And what I'm going to work on tonight is putting new tires on the wheels. Now, I've had these tires for a few years. I've just never used them, never put them on, even though I've needed to. And these are urethane bandsaw tires. And just going to follow the instructions on here. I've done this before on a smaller 14-inch bandsaw with lighter wheels, lighter aluminum, cast aluminum wheels, and 14-inch tires. These are 16s, and I'm not going to try and pull these wheels off of this machine because they're these big, heavy cast iron ones. So I'm just going to try and do it while it's on the machine. So the instructions say to take a pan of water or heat up some water to about 140 degrees and then let the tire sit in it for a couple of minutes. I've taken off the old tires, which were these black rubber ones, and they had a groove worn down the center of them. I don't know if you can see that, but they were ready to go, all tired and chewed up, so we're going to put on these urethane ones. And what I've got under here is just a single burner electric burner with a pan sitting on top of it with water with some soap in it, and a thermometer heating it up, seeing what it's getting to. It's 120 right now, and we're shooting for about 140. So I'll let it heat up, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, as the water's coming up to temperature, I was going to take you through a couple other things. I lined this with newspaper just to catch any water that might be dripping down. I'm going to spray the inside with some WD-40. The pan is heating up. I'm up to about 130 degrees right now. 131, and I'm wearing some rubber gloves because it's going to be hot pulling it out. And I've also got this set of basically these are for changing bike tires. They're just wrenches that are kind of spooned on the end and are going to help me pry the tire over the rim. Basically what I'm hoping, and then run it around and hopefully smooth it out that way. If the water gets too hot, it says if they get too hot, they don't return to their shape very well and actually shrink back onto the wheel. So we're at about 132 degrees, so I'm going to go ahead and just drop one in. Only going to do one at a time. And it is pretty stiff. I mean, it's a stiff tire, you know. So I'm hoping that when it starts to soak and soften up, I'll be able to tell real easily by just moving it around. I'm going to go ahead and spray down the wheel and the inside of the saw. This is WD-40. I have the blade guard lowered all the way here, and of course no blade in there, but that's just to get it out of the way so it doesn't come up in the side here. Yeah, the tire's softening up a little bit. I can move it around in this pan, and it's not holding its shape quite as stiffly as it was before. Water's about 135 in the center of the pan. 136, 137. So it's heating up, definitely. Doesn't say how long to soak the tire in here. It does say just submerge the tires in a pot of hot water. Remove the pot from the heat. And then I guess it's just a matter of letting it sit in there for a while. Alright, we're getting there. It's 139, climbing to 140. Gonna let it just sit for a minute or two around that temperature, and then we'll get started. Okay, getting ready to pull this out, and we'll see what we got. Okay, we got a pretty slippery tire. And that does, well, it had so much, not enough stretch in it, and I just snapped it. Live and learn. They are old. They've been sitting in the package for a long time. Try warming this other one up. See if it goes. Wow, that made, I'll tell you what, that little tool made this a lot easier than I thought it would be. couple of spring clamps and that little tire wrench. Yeah, this one's about to snap. Yeah, that snapped. Oh well, I'll buy myself another set of tires. These were about $50, but again, they're, you know, probably 12 years old. Just been sitting in the package, so I'm sure there's been some new advancements since then, and we'll try again. Got to get tires on this saw before we can use it, however. So, there you go. Until next time, we'll try again.